Hello and welcome back to Marineford TCG. My name's Joe. Drink of the day is a peach iced tea, and I'm returning to an old classic, Purple Luffy. Sometimes you just can't beat the classics, and when the meta is Purple Straw Hat, he is certainly the most consistent. So I will be going over my list because it's a little different to some others that you see, namely in this department. But if you want to skip straight to the games, go straight ahead. So yes, I'm playing Magellan, and the reason I'm playing Magellan is there's just quite a few matchups where if you can draw this guy on your second turn, man, it's so crazy. Into Green Purple Luffy, if you go second, drop this on 4, which is actually 5 because you ramp. You force them back to 4, so they can't play Sanji Pudding on their third turn, which is just another turn that they're not going to have the Sanji Pudding on the board, and it gives you more time to start establishing bigger bodies like Sanji's, maybe a Zoro even, just on that following turn after the Magellan. Into Buggy, they're going to take first. Well, if you can go second and drop Magellan on 4, force them back to 4, they can't use their leader effect on 5. It's obviously inconsistent because you can't find this guy. You just got to draw him. But I think the logic is there, right? There's a lot of matchups where this just comes up. Even into Purple Black Luffy. If they ramp and go up to 6, you can send them back down 1 so that they can't do their Beer Luffy. And even into Blue Purple, this can sometimes matter. Even sometimes in the late game, it can throw them off their leader effect curve. If they're at 10 and then they do a Gum Gum Giant, and then you Magellan them, they're like, damn, I can't use my leader effect now. It's interesting. It is interesting. I'm not going to tell you this is definitely the way, but I think people should experiment with Magellan a little bit more. Other than that, it's more of a traditional sort of new age build. Mr. 2 into Katakuri is just an insane curve, especially going first. Going second, you don't even need the Mr. 2. You can do like Zoro into Katakuri, so you're absolutely fine with that. But if you get the high roll of going first with this, mega. Some people are playing the Miss Double Finger in here. I don't like her. Trashing so many cards just to get this combo, it doesn't feel great. But if you do want to swap out like the Shachi and Penguin, which is purely a 2k that has a stat line, or the Frenosuke for the Miss Double Finger, it's totally fair. This card is just ridiculous at the minute. I'm getting so much value out of this, and this is my favorite deck to play it in because you ramp to it super fast. In Blue Purple, it feels weird because it's called Sanji, so you can't play it off Blue Sanji. In Green Purple, you don't tend to play this card. You've got better things to be doing. In Black Purple, it does feel very good as well, but I really like ramping to this. Ramping to this and just controlling your opponent's board from the early game, then playing out this, then just like one Big Mum proc as well, can sometimes just be the difference maker. Still got 2 Luffies, because he has a nice top end, and I'm back on the Onami train. Only got 3. I'm pretty tempted to try and find room for 4, but this card just, at the end of the game, if you've got like a decent board, you drop 2 of these, it's like, what's your opponent supposed to do? You just got blockers for days. It's pretty good. But yep, it's more Purple Luffy. He's traditional, he's classic, but I thought we would revisit Magellan and see if we can make it work. To mixed results, but I think with a bigger sample size, you'd see whether or not this is actually worth it. Either way, thank you for listening to me talk about the deck. Here's some games. Going to go into Green Purple Luffy. He's chosen first, so we want to go in second hand. So I'd quite like to see Magellan. Let's mulligan, see if we can get him. We can't. That's a shame. In fact, this hand is very bad. At least we've got Zoro. We've got some. We got some. He's got the boat. See if he's got anything on 3. Any more searches, maybe. An event. I think he's likely... Nope, he's going to go 5. We'll give up the Shachi Peng. Love to see Magellan, but it doesn't look like we're going to get it. I'm never taking that there. That's trolling. Does get the Nami off the event. Deploys the Nami. He's looking for that Sanji and Pudding. If we can deny the Sanji and Pudding by even just 1 turn, it's so good. It's so good. But it's inconsistent, right? Because it's an unsearchable card. Gets a new Sahachi off the Nami. 1 more searcher? No, pass it over. I'm going to ramp up anyway, because we do need to ramp. That's fine. We'll go 5, then Zoro, then Law. We'll get our boys out. There's... Oh, he's 1 card deeper. So close. We nearly had him. I'll take a 2k. Then we'll Law. There's another one. They're taunting me. I'll take another one of these and then just pass it over. That's a real bummer, man. So close. That close. What can you do? It's fine. I'd love to be able to show it off, though. So, I mean, going second, the Magellan, forcing back down to 4, he can't Sanji Pudding. If they don't have it, they don't have it anyway, but it's sort of, I don't know. Either way, he looks like he doesn't have it, so we didn't need the Magellan. Never mind. Oh, dear. He must have it off this, though, right? Must have it. Gum Giant. Okay, well, he's not using that this turn. Not on 5 Don. That'll be mad. Does he have something else for 1? There's another boat. Seems sensible. He can buff this up. He should have buffed this up. It doesn't matter here, but he should have done, right? We're going to go 5 lead. Counters out. Now we'll go with this. Use the card action. Send back 1. Turn 0 option. We'll rest this. I think I'm going to try and take this out. And we can go 6-8, which is quite reasonable. If he wants to give us 3 more cards, he's going to go very, very low. Okay, he does give us a Jet Gatling and a Luffy Taro. We'll end the turn there. You must have 2 Luffy Taros in hand though, right? Because otherwise you don't give that there because you want to play it this turn. Never mind, he needed to do another event to find Sanji and Pudding still. This guy's been digging for that pudding, that's crazy. How many Don are we on? We're on 7, we're going to go to 9. We can potentially go to 10 if we want. Sanji and Pudding finally comes down. It's going to restand 3. Yep, buff that up to 7. We can't rest it with Sanji, which is quite annoying. And we just can't move it with Big Mum. So that's kind of tough. Yep, does his effect. Restands all the Dons. Pretty scary. Pretty scary stuff. 6 into 6. Absolutely not. I think we don't need this anymore. It could be good later. So can Usahachi. They kind of do the same thing. He's just more expensive and, yeah. 7 into 6, absolutely not. We don't need 3 Usahachis. I mean, this Sanji's likely never live. But we never need 3 Usahachis. Man, I wish I kept that Sanji now. If we kept the Sanji, we can just super punish this play. That's a real bummer. That's a real bummer. Well, we can go 6, 7, 10 into this. And in fact, we've got 6, 6, 7, 10. It's pretty good, right? Some of these have got to be bricks. We know one of them's a giant. Yep. Some of these have got to just be bricks, right? Sure, cool. Well, that goes through. Incredible. Do we want to play the Kata now, then? The Kata's quite tempting, I think. Let's go 7. He'll probably take this one. I think I'm going to go with the Kata, and I think I will ramp. Just in case we need the giant. Got a lot of 2Ks. We got this for next turn. This is a very good play for next turn. He's got a lot of Dons, but he's not got a lot of board. He's just got the Sanji Pudding so far. I think we're in the lead. But this deck, you just never know, man. You just never know. That 6-cost Luffy is just crazy. There's the second Sanji and Pudding. You're going to see that come down. He can resound 4. So he'll have 4 Don, 6k lead. 2 swingers. You're going to probably want to leave maybe 2 Don open. He's going to, at least 1 has got to stay open. So I imagine we're going to get some kind of free block. Which is nice. I probably shouldn't have ramped thinking about it. I probably should have just not committed to not using the giant this turn. I think that would have been better, actually. Hey-ho. Buffs up this, sure. Eight here. Does this swing 8 too? Does it swing 8 or just 7? Or does it not swing at all? I could see that. It's going to swing 7 here. Okay, he's got 2 Don. We're gonna do this turn. We could do this turn. We've got good choices. If we do this though, we can't attack with lead, which is something to note. Start with 6 lead. Counters. We don't know any of the cards in his hand. He's given us quite a few 1Ks though. And how many 2Ks? 1. Just the 1 so far. So not many 2Ks. He's given us a lot of 1s. I do kind of want to play this. It's a 2K. Lets that go. Giants out of a 7. I mean, that says I have literally 0 counter in my hand. He's got over 2K now, though. Let's see if he has 6 cost. He has 9 Don. Can restand 4. Swings are so big. Swings are so big. I think we need this gone. We only have 1 giant. How likely are we to giant into another giant? I don't think we bot decked any. So it's fairly likely. We can get fucked by Luna. I'm going to go 8 here and challenge him. Challenge him for lethal. Think he should get us if he has the 6 cost, but I think if we play the Sanji Pudding there, and he has a 2K, and then we just get Lunared, we never win. Okay, he doesn't have it yet. That forces 1 Don burn, which is good. Either that or he's looking for something else. He could still Luna, but we've got a better shot at winning if he does Luna, because we've got Usahachi or we've got Luffy, and he's down at 1 now. He's no longer at 2. If he Lunas, we've now got a shot. It's not a great shot, but it's still a shot. Really hope no Luna, though, still. Because Luna is still brutal. These Sanjis just being exactly 7. It's tough. I wish this stood up Straw Hats. That would be... Can you imagine? Monkey. Oh, he's got the big boy. Okay. Okay. So he's going to have 6 Don up after playing this if he goes for it. 2 of them have got to be used for the effect. Probably isn't just limp swinging 6. This is probably at least 7. So we'll have 7... 7, 7, 10, 10. We probably die. Don't we? We probably just die here. It's so tough. So tough. We need another giant, I think. I think if we don't get the second giant, we're done. If we do get the second giant, honestly, we might be alright. 7. These are all going to be 7s. And then this is going to be 10, 10. So what we need to get, if we counter this here, we need to get a 2k off this. If we giant here, we need to get a 2k off the giant. It's exactly the same. Right? Yeah, it's exactly the same. So we may as well go no blocker. 2k. 2k. Yeah, we need to draw a giant. We need to draw 2k counter off of this. That's the long and short of it. So we can block 1 for free with the Kata. But, and that's if he goes for it. He could still just Luna. He could still just Luna, and then we're not in a good spot. But with 3 cards, right? 3 cards. He's definitely got the Luna. He does, doesn't he? He has the Luna. Bastard. Trash this. Off this. And we would have hit it as well. That's tough. That's tough. Here comes Luna. Here comes the Luna. That's not a Luna. That is not a Luna. That's game then, right? Surely. Surely that's game. Start with 6. I mean, he can get there. Where there's a giant, there's a way, but like, this should be pretty good. 6. Okay. So we've got 7, 8, 8, 8. 7. If he actually has the counter, that would be crazy. He takes that one. Gets a trigger. No, not that. Not that. It's always 7 here. Because if this is a giant, then he has to use both cards. He can't just give a 2k here. So it's always 7. And then we just hope that 9 on C doesn't draw. He needs to draw 2 2ks off this giant. Or another giant. He trashes a giant. Does he have it? Oh, hang on. No, we can't take a life. We don't have a life. Never mind. Oh, we got it. 1k. Man, that was a banger game. Yeah, GG. That was a banger. Holy shit, that was so close. If he had Luna at the end there instead of the chopper, we were done, so. We were absolutely done. That was a mad close game. It even got the Luna trigger in the lethal. Well played to our opponent. He played really, really well. And amusingly, if he'd gone all in, we did draw the second giant. So we would have got out of it. We also drew a 2k. We only needed 2k counter off that giant. But still, that was crazy. That was a really good game. Well played. Let's move on. Gonna go into Law. I'll be taking first. Got Bonclay or Magellan. Is Magellan good in this matchup? Maybe. Probably not. Let's keep. We've got the Mr. Man to ramp a million. We'll take the Sanji there, pass it over. Mr. Man into Sanji's pretty good. Can sort of stymie their aggression quite nicely. He's got the beige. Seems sensible. They don't tend to play triggers to ramp up. Yeah, they don't tend to play that many triggers in the Law deck. So I'm going to play just a little risky. He's going to take there. If he has the Bonnie, he can use leader effect. If not, well, he can't. So, it's, do you have the 3-cost Bonnie, really? I guess he could have Kid and Killer plus Beige as well. That's like a lot of cards. Okay, he does have the Zeus. Go down to 2 life, though. And Beige. Okay, he can trigger out a guy, but he's going down to 1. Which is kind of nuts. We'll give the Shachipeng. He's going to freeze one of our Dons. Sure. Let's ramp up. What's this? Go 2 to 1. 5 to 5. He's got to counter this. It's like he's only at 4 Dons as well, so he kind of has to counter this. That was a very aggressive play line from him. Goes to 0. Okay. Okay, Zooey Mama. What are we seeing here? The Zeus was interesting. Yeah, okay. He's got double blockers. He's securing his position. We're going to see 6-6 here, I guess. But he's still at 0, so he needs to 7-cost Law next turn. Not going to be can't Magellan him. I'll give up this one. I don't mind taking 1 hit. I don't really want to take 2. Mr. 2 is not very good. I loved a top end here. Top end would have been sick. I mean, we can still do the Magellan. It's a little awkward for him. And we can play out the Mr. 2 to get some pretty good value. Do we have an Usohachi? If we double Usohachi. Got 3 done. If we do 7 here, and he blocks, and then we Usohachi, we can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12. It's very all in. It's very all in. This is low commitment, though. This 7 is low commitment. Okay, he gives 2k, 1k. I think that's sensible. I do think that's sensible. Get another 2k. Okay. Yeah, it's not... I don't think it was worth the gamba. He's just so low on cards now. And we're going to force him back a Don. End the turn. So he's got the 7-cost Law, but that is really all that he's got this turn. He needs to heal, I think. Still do think he needs to heal. He doesn't have it. Okay. Well, these Usohachis are going to come in clutch next turn. But we need to potentially use them to counter, so it's a touch awkward. Which beige is that? That's the 2k beige. I think we actually take this one. I don't want him to kill this. We've got 2 more guys, though. Can probably counter this one. He's never attacking with this Law. There's no way this Law's attacking. It's going to protect my life. Freezes our Sanji. Okay. He's got no Dons. We've got a Sanji. That's really good. We know he has a 2k in hand. We do know he has a 2k in hand, so we can do 5, 7, 7, 8, something like that. Seems reasonable. Oh no, we got 6. Yeah, I'm going to make this a 7. Okay, 1k. Is this a math win then? If we Sanji, rest this, grab one back, Usohachi, rest the other. It's got 2 cards. We can do... Yeah, that's a math win. Sanji, use the card action, return 1, rest this. Return 0 optional, rest this. Leader effect. Usohachi, play over this, rest Bonnie. And then that's a GG's. Yeah, XD indeed. I mean, look, we drew well. We drew well. Oh, he had 2 2Ks. That's quite funny. Look, we drew well for sure. But I think that Zeus play killing the Mr. 2 was really greedy. I think that he definitely played well, but that Zeus, like, popping the Mr. 2, going down to 2 life, and then playing out the Bonnie, going down to 1 life, just to freeze the Don. I'm not sure that was the line, but we were able to adapt to that really well. I mean, our 9 Don turn where we played out Mr. 2 and Magellan was not great. I'd have much rather had like a 9-cost Luffy. Even a Kata would have been pretty decent there, I think. But, I mean, that was a good line, right? I think the line was intelligent. We swung 7, we saw what he did. We had the option to do Sanji into Usohachi still to rest the 2 blockers with the leader effect. And we took it. Either way, well played to our opponent. Let's move on. Got a game into Yamato. I'm going to take first. We've got the Kata. We don't have the Bon. Can do Zoro Juro into Sanji. We don't have a lot of 2Ks either, though. And you need 2Ks into Yama. So I'm going to Mully. Okay, we got a 0 cost at least. That's nice. We'll go with the Mr. 2 next turn, obviously. He's got the Yamato Searcher. Really nice. Grabs Tonoyasu. And plays out a Momo. Okay, he's on the Momo, so this might be more of a defensive build. What does this one do? Yeah, this buffs by 3k. Sure. Let's take a life. I mean, we've got the perfect curve now. I'm not going to risk my Mr. 2 getting rested. Not going to risk that in the slightest. He gives us... Oh, he's playing that card. That card is obnoxious. You've got to be careful of that one. The double attack banish is brutal if it goes off. Doesn't often go off, but if it does, it's tough. It's tough. Goes with the Momo, grabs another Momo. Okay, that's nothing too great. Does go with the Ashura Doji, removes that. Doesn't even swing. That's slightly odd. I guess he's just going for the... I'm going to do a banish swing next turn. I don't want him to take this double attack, but I don't think I would have took the double attack anyway. Let's go 5 here. We'll ramp up. And drop the Kata. Got to get the big blocker online. Choose 0, game 1 rested. Getting this online early, man, it's so important. Such a good card. This is like the best card in the game, man. It's not, but it's up there. The best card in the game is this one. Yeah, that's the best card in the game. We've got the Tonoyasu. If he wants to do that, he can, I guess. We've got the Sanji for next turn. We have actually turned his leader effect on for him, which is quite funny. Just take the block. I don't really know why he did that. Yep, we'll give a 1k every day of the week. Now, we're going to take... We need to take some of this shit away from him. Because his board is quite good. So we'll definitely go with Sanji. Let's go... Yeah, we'll just play board this turn. Let's go 5 to 0. Play this. Use the card action. Return 1. Turn 0 optional. Rest down Tonoyasu. Go, I guess, 7 to 0. This really doesn't matter. And then 9 to 2. We've got so many extra dons here. Just because I wanted to rest down the Tonoyasu to take that option away from him. Choose 1, game 1. Yeah, his card's good. Like, obviously, if we rest it, though, it doesn't do anything. So we may as well just take it out, play slowly. Because we've got Gum Gum Giant. We've also got 1 Lin Lin in hand, guaranteed. So once he plays out something that actually means something, we can slow the game down with that, which is nice. 6. What can this? This can swing 5, 11. And if it swings 11, we can just 2k this. Don't be silly. No, we get great value out of blocking there. If he wants to swing 11, then yeah, I mean, this can swing. Well, we got 5 and then 8. That's fine. Give 2k here and it could take, actually. I'm always Gum Gum Gianting this Momo hit. Do you want to take this one? I hate it. There's nothing I really want to trash with the Giant. Let's take one. Yeah, we can trash that. That's fine. Trash the Zoro. Resolve. Oh, Nami's pretty nice here. I mean, another Kata's pretty nice as well, though, right? This is at 7. Let's try 9. Let's try 9. See what he thinks to that. Lets it go. Works for me. Go 5 here. Any triggers? Any triggers? No triggers. Lovely. We'll go with this. End the turn. Restart this. Choose 1. Game 1. Choose 0. Game 1 for fun. Sure. Now we've got 2 Katas on the board. It's going to be so hard for him to get there. He does have Hody, but if we have 2 Katas and a Don, Hody doesn't do anything. How big is this? How large is your swing? 13? I don't have 13. I don't have Giant. If we had Giant, this would be fine. We could just block and sack. If we block, we need 2, 2, 2. It's not very clean. Can we go to 0 here? We can, because we can Lin Lin. We can go to 0 there. Yeah, as long as we limit him back to 1, Hody just, like, never gets him there. We've got too many cards. He also didn't put 2 Don on something. That's a slight mistake. You should put them here to be a blocker. Let's go 5. Let's go 7. As soon as he gets 1 trigger, we stop. As soon as he gets 1 trigger, we stop. Counters out of that. Well, I think we'll just stop there then. We can go with blockers or we can go with the life. What's better? Hody rests 2. But if we have another blocker, that eats the Hody swing. We've got enough counter for the leader swing. I think the Onami's actually better. We'll go with this. We'll trash the Linlin. And go with another one. Let's just get the cycle going. Look at all that. We'll leave 2 open. We don't have any Gum Gum Giants. He doesn't know that. And we've got 4 rested. We've got 4 blockers, right? He's never getting through. He's never getting through. He'd need to have, like, I don't know. Hody Jones, Flame Split, Flame Split. And even then, we've got so much counter. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, nice one. GG's. We'll play to our opponent here. I believe that is just a concession. We'll go 7 Don for Sanji. 10-0 optional. Rest this. 7. 7. 7. If this is 0 cost trigger, maybe he can get there actually. It appears it's a trigger. Is it a 0 cost? It was an Onami. Sure, that doesn't do anything. 8. Well played to our opponent. And then 9. You know, closer than I thought it'd be at the end there. And he did have the Hody, but I mean, when you got 4 blockers, like... Hody doesn't do anything against 4 blockers, 2 Don active. Yeah, pretty convincing win against the Yamato. I felt always in control. The one dodgy turn was that double attack banish turn where he just swung 13. We can either let it go or just like sack a kata there. I don't want to give up my whole hand. I think we made the right call. But yeah, let me know if you think I should have sacked the kata instead. Either way, well played to our opponent. Let's move on. Going to go into Buggy. I'm going to take first off of him. As much as going second into Magellan is quite funny, you just want to take first if you can, right? I'm going to... Got the Mr. 2. We've got nothing to ramp to. We can ramp to Magellan, I guess, but it's not great. We'll find something. We'll find something. We've got a lot of draws before we need to deeply consider our options. He goes with the Cross Guild. I probably will still play the Magellan. It's just kind of annoying, right? Gets a bad 2k. Mr. 3. What's Mr. 3 gonna get? Moji, a better 2k, sure. Nothing crazy though. He's got to be looking for that Croc Hawk. We draw another Sanji. Let's ramp up. Well, there's something to ramp to, I guess. I'm gonna just swing 5 because he's very likely to take anyway, and I don't want to risk my Mr. 2 getting triggered. Very likely he looks to play out the foot buggy at some point soon. We'll give 2k here. If this swings 6, I'll take. But I don't... Will I? I don't have to consider it. Happy days. Because we want to ramp up in Kata this turn, right? We want to ramp up in Kata. Now, there is the debate of do I swing with the Mr. 2 here? Because the foot buggy can come down and shut this off. But if he's just playing the foot buggy, I don't think that's that intimidating, honestly. Gonna go 5. I think I'll... We can cash in on it now, but then he doesn't have to foot buggy. I'd rather force him to foot buggy. Yeah, I think I'd rather force him to foot buggy. Let's just play this, and then the turn. Restand nothing, gain arrested Don. Now we've got this guy on the board, it's extra defense. He's probably not going to want to swing with Alvida, so we shouldn't be taking any damage here. This will just be like 6. Just take the block. This surely doesn't swing. This surely doesn't swing. You need to protect the board, right? That's typically what I find with Buggy anyway. Next turn, we've got the Rush Luffy. Seems like a pretty good option. We can also, if we get like a Luffy Taro, we can go with the Zoro. He does go with the foot buggy as we expected, but it forced him to do that, right? I'm sure he'd have preferred to do like Croc Hawk or even the Croc. We get a law. Indeed, the Alvida does not get rested. So he still can't buggy next turn, which is important. So I think we'll just keep applying a lot of pressure here. Let's go 5, because if he blocks, then we can pivot into attacking this. Indeed. Let's go 8. And then we'll go 9 Don Luffy. Turn 1. Turn 0 optional. We draw into a giant. That's perfect. We'll go 10. He's going to take. We'll end the turn. Restand this. And game 1. Now we can giant this turn pretty freely. He's on 8 this turn. He can't establish Buggy yet. This might swing, but if it does, I'd be quite happy to counter. So I'm going to just counter with that. Oh, sorry, block with that. There's the Croc Hawk. Very nice. Ditches Buggy. Plays out a blocker, maybe? Yeah, plays out emoji. This one. And then passes over, I'm guessing. We do need to be somewhat wary, of course, of the 10-cost Buggy that can come down this turn. This doesn't do anything. This doesn't do anything, which is slightly annoying. Could rest the Moji. I'd like to see a 7-cost Sanji. See if we can find one. That's perfect. We'll rest down this. Then we'll go 5 here. It's going to give us 1k. We can do 7, 9, 11. Which is pretty bad. Going to go 9 into 7. Let's it go. Then we'll go 7. It's going to give 2k, 1k. Then we'll give 10, and Handley's still not at the Moji number. So he's going to take down to 1. We'll pass it over, restand this. Going arrested, done. So, I mean, the Magellan kind of hasn't done anything. It's in this matchup, it's really when you go on that second curve. Dropping this on what would be your 4 Don turn. To deny them their 5 Don turn is very good. But in this game, we just got the alternate curve of the Bon Clay into the Kata. And that really is the best option. Yeah, he can Buggy here, remove our Luffy probably. The Luffy, I think, is the best card on our board. Yep. No, we remove the Kata. Okay, 5 and 5. We'll just give the Bon Clay. It's no problem there. He's got 5 more Don. Will he finally start? He does finally start swinging with stuff. Is this likely to be? This is likely to be another Buggy, I think. Remove our Luffy. As long as we keep an Usahachi to rest this down, we should be okay. I think we can afford to take one. I'm not going to take this. We'll ditch the Zoro because it doesn't do anything. And then resolve. I'm going to Shachi Peng there. Not bad. So there's going to be a second Buggy. Yep, bottoms are Luffy. Indeed. So he's got 2 cards in hand. That means 11-11 is guaranteed, right? Sorry, 9-11 is guaranteed. So let's just go with the Usahachi. Press this. I guess we only have 9-10. If we go 8, we can then do... Yeah, 8-8 is correct. Because if it's 2-2Ks, he has to counter. So we can split with the law. We can go 5 with the law and then 7 with the leader. Yeah, nice one. GG's. 11 there. That'll be the game. Yeah, he had a 4k counter. Nice game against the Buggy. He got a pretty good curve. Not going to lie. We got a pretty good curve. We got our Mr. 2 into the Katakuri. The Katakuri bought us like 2-3 cards. I'd have actually liked to see even more of the Sanji. I might just go to 4 of this guy. But either way, well played to our opponent. Let's move on. I'm going to go into blue-purple Luffy. I'm going to take first. We're really looking for Bon Clay. We do get Bon Clay. We need something to ramp to. But Bon Clay is a good start. We're going to be very, very high on Dons. Opponent thinking about whether they want to keep their hand or not. If we can see Katakuri, that'd be perfect. But even seeing a 7-cost Sandy is pretty good, you know? It's pretty good. Opponent thinking deeply. We're going to pass on 1, of course. He chooses to keep his hand. Must have at least 1 ramp, potentially 2. Yeah, well, there's another Bon Clay. We've got all the ramp in the world. Let's take a life. We'll ramp up, and then swing in for 6. Then pass it over. So we've got all the ramp and nothing to ramp to, which is not optimal, but it's fine. He's got the Bon Clay of his own. Going to see a swing of 7. Yep, we will take that. No trigger. That's not quite what I was looking for. I will ramp up once more. 7-cost Sandy is pretty good. We can take out his Bon Clay and apply a bit of pressure. It's not exactly what I was looking for, but it is pretty good. We can go with 9-cost Luffy next turn. We've got to be a little careful of both our hand size. And, yeah. Do we want to attack with this? Probably not. Let's do 5 here. And then 8 here. He's got to be careful as well. He's down to 1 already. Okay, gets a ramp trigger. That's pretty fortunate. Now he can drop Katakuri this turn. Okay, he just has Doflamingo though. That's not great. What do you have for 5? Maybe a God Thread to remove our Bon Clay. Maybe a Nami. Just get a bunch of blockers down. Sends him to the bottom. Clearly not very good. Does he have a Nami here? He has a swing of 9 into 7. We'll be countering that for sure. We'll give that. Has he got Bargua? I don't care about him ramping. We're not going to pay any attention to the Bargua. We're going to ramp once more. And we're going to play out the Luffy. So lets me swing 6 with leader, right? We can swing 6, 7, 10. Which is pretty good. He can go for game next turn. We've got a lot of 2Ks, so he shouldn't be able to get it. We need to be going for game in a couple of turns here. Let's go 6 with lead first. Give us a 1K. Then give us a 2K. Ramp up. Play out this. Return 1. Since they're optional, we get another 2K off the top. That's a lot of 2Ks. Wow. Then he blocks, and then we'll pass it over. So he's entering his first leader turn. The only thing that Linlin can remove is Bentham. He's also placing on the bottom, which is very good for us. Means no Sanji. 6 into 5, we'll just give a simple 2K. Not taking that any day. Luffy is pretty good. He's going to go 10 into 7. Or is he going to go 10 into 5? 10 into 7. If we save this, we do go quite low on 2Ks. We've still got 2. I think we can save this. We'll obviously give the Shachipeng first. And then I'll give one of the Usahachis. Now, if we want, we can play defensively with the Kata. We can play aggressively with the Onami. Sorry, we can play defensively with the Onami. We can play defensively with the Kata. We don't really have any aggression in our hand. We know he has Usahachi. Unless it's that one that he gave up. So it doesn't really help. Let's start with 8 from Sanji. Start with that. Try and simplify the board state. Because we've still got a lot of pressure, right? These both swing for 10. And this currently swings for 14. So we can do 10, 10, 14 currently. So he really needs to counter this without using an event. And if he Giants, he actually goes below 10. So that's kind of an issue in itself. Giants now, okay, he's committed. I think we should get there now. We're going to swing with Bon Clay first. Because he could get like a Raging Tiger or Red Rock trigger. No Red Rock trigger. Let's go 10. And then we'll just go 14. So that should be the game. Yeah, GG's well played. He just bricked up. We got pretty much the perfect curve. I'd have slightly preferred this to be a Katakuri. But it did enable us to remove his Bon Clay, which alleviates some pressure. So honestly, really not that bad. That was a very, very good curve. Well played to our opponent. Let's move on. Going to Zoro, we're going second. This should be a pretty rough one. Yeah, I think this should be a pretty rough game. Let's keep though. We've got a lot of searches that can help us swing into potentially his stuff in the early game. He's got the Nami. Gets the event. Scary. We'll go with this. Definitely grab the Sanji. That'll be nice later. We'll go with another one. Probably just grab a 2k. We don't need any more Sangoros. And then we'll pass it over. So next time we can do the Mr. 2, or we can ramp up and play Sangoro. I'm looking towards that, I think. We never want 2 Sangoros, though. Does play the Zoro. Doesn't rush with it. Interesting. He wants us to attack him. I think I will attack him, though. Even though he very clearly wants us to. I'm going to ramp up and then I'm going to play out Sangoro. So as long as we ramp again next turn, we will get to draw a card with this, which is fine. We've got to be careful, though, because he's likely going to keep up 1 for the event next turn. I'm imagining you're going to see 3 for some kind of chopper, 1 for the event, and 1 on leader. So this will be 6/6, which we can not happily counter, but counter. We'll give the Penguin and an Usahachi to counter these 2. There's the chopper, gets an Alabaster chopper, very nice. And then, yeah, we're going to see 1 held up for the event, I would have to assume. There's not a lot we can do about it. Alabaster chopper plays out a bear. It's pretty rough. We'll give him the Shachi Peng. Then we'll give him the Usahatch. Because we're going to get to draw a card with this, so I don't mind too much. We'll ramp up. We'll go... We can play the Sanji, try and take this out. We've got to attack with this first, though, is a thing. Let's go 5 into 4. He's going to use the event. Not yet, apparently. We'll go 7 into Zoro. Get a Luffy Taro. Okay, that's not a bad card. Not great right now, because we ditched the second Sangoro. He's got his counter event. See who comes out. Just to block a chopper, okay. And then he does counter, gives us 2k, 1k. Well, I suspect this eats the blocker, but I'm still going to do it, obviously. Return 0 optional. Press down this. I suspect he blocks, but he might not. Yeah, he did. It's quite fortunate for him to get the blocker there off that, but what can you do? It is what it is. Don lead. We're likely to see a lot of 7s, potentially. The 7s are what kills you. The 7s are what kills you. We are running him low on cards, though. Only got 3 left. Only got 3 left. Yeah, that's going to buff up that. So this is at 5, this is at 7, this is at 6. That's at 5. We'll just give 1k here. Give the Mr. 2. If he wants to ever start pivoting into attacking the Sangoro, that kind of works. Yeah, this kind of is fine. 6 into 6, 6 into 6. We'll just keep defending this because he draws us cards, right? And he's turning our leader into a 6k leader. He might do 8 here. 8 could be reasonable. Do I want to defend it that much? Plays out the chump. 4 Don. Could be 4 Don for Kin Killer. That'll be 8. I mean, if it's Kin Killer, it's Kin Killer. I think we let this go now, unfortunately. He blocked a lot of swings, though, right? He did a good job. Oh, he had Mulgun. Well, in that case, we might just lose. We might just lose to the Mulgun. That's pretty rough. Let's go 2 here. Yeah, that Mulgun's pretty bad. We don't have anything really to play off of it. He's on 7, so we can't do Luffy Taro into anything. We can just play Luffy Taro. That might just be game, though. Let's try 7 here. And then try 7 here. Pass. Kureha comes down. Got to be looking for... Ooh, whiffs on the Kureha. That's pretty good for us. That's pretty good. 402, absolutely. 402, absolutely once more. 9 to 5, absolutely. What's he got for 3? Some kind of chopper. He's got ducks. Sure. Does he actually have the event? Does he really have the event? I hope not. I hope not. This Magellan doesn't actually do anything if we play it. But I mean, it's still a guy. Yeah, and we're still nowhere near low enough for this Sanji to come down. I think I will just Magellan still. Just to get a guy down. Yeah. It doesn't do anything in hand anyway. We can then bong Clay to ramp them back, I guess. 5 into 3 is always guaranteed. Does he actually have the event? Oh, he does as well. Last card event. Feels good, man. Feels good, man. Let's pass it over. That's tough. That's tough. He's only got 1 card, though, right? Top deck in a dream. But we've still got to stabilise. We're not in a good spot just yet. 7 into 5. I'm going to use Gum Gum Giant. Trash the Luffy Taro. Buff up. Resolve. Jet Gatling's not a bad draw there. Jet Gatling is not a bad draw there. 7 to 5. This is the biggest swing, likely. This is at 4, 5, 6, 7. He could put 3 here and then 3 here, 6, 7. And we'll take the 7. There's another Gum Gum Giant. Okay. Okay. Another 7. And then this is going to be 6 or 5. I'm going to Gum Gum Giant again. We can't go to 0, I don't think. I think going to 0 is just trolling. There's the chopper. Okay. Okay. And that's guaranteed. So if we can get 7 cost Sanji. 7 cost Sanji would be good. We do. We've got to take it here. Take out this. Take out this. Hit him down to 3. End the turn. No Don open, but we don't have Giant anyway. We've got 4 7k and a life. We shouldn't die, I think. So these are at 3. If you go, you can go 7, 7, 7 if that's it. If he's got Kin Killer, that becomes an 8. So it's 7, 7, 8. Can we take this one? That's not helpful. Yeah, we can counter 7, 8. If he's got double Kin Killer in 2 cards, we die. 3 into 1. If we save this, he can do 11. We can't counter that, so we have to let it go. Does have Kitten Killer. 12. 8. 10, 11. Damn, we just died to that. Shit. Shit, 1k off. Feels bad. Feels bad. I didn't do my maths well enough, I guess. Kid and Killer with all the Don got him there. By 1k. That's tough. That's a tough matchup, though, Zoro. Zoro has always done pretty well into Purple Luffy. Either way, well played to our opponent. Let's move on. So, thank you for watching. Let me know, what do you think? Do you think Magellan's worth it? Maybe I'm just coping. This could be a few other cards. You could play like the 5-cost Kid. He's still fine. Queen's another one. More 2Ks even. You could also go back to a bit of a small Luffy Taro package. You might have seen in some of these games I did have a Luffy Taro package. I was sort of chopping and changing what was in the deck. This list is what I've settled on after my playtesting today. But, I mean, Luffy Taro into Sangoro, still very reasonable. You could also try Miss All Sunday. She's fine, I guess. If you do this on, like, the second turn going first, going second, same sort of time you'd be doing Magellan. When you get a draw, you get another ramp. It's not bad, right? But yeah, I just love playing this Katakuri, man. This card's just so ridiculous. It just literally does everything. And this feels like a very decent deck to play it in. Either way, thank you for watching. Hope you have a lovely rest of your day.